Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
Talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the seams. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Important second down play coming up. The back's got it. Running with purpose. Hits into space at the 50. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Rebels. It was a foot race, and he won it. Setting the tone early, Kirk. How about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the Gators offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Gonna run it. It's Burns. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And it's good for a first down of 36.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the handoff. Nice run. He's brought down at the 44.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A quick throw out left, complete. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Just a tremendous play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a nice form tackle while driving that receiver back in the process.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaking tackles. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
He's inside the 40. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around, to give him a chance to get out in space, are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
The Gators will have 1st and 10 here. Back in motion now. Caught behind the line. It's Burns. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. The Gators are in the red zone. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Quarterback flashing the speed in that touchdown run. That's almost unfair.
I think out of all the quarterbacks in the entire country, this guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been had he left it in the end zone. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st down, it's play action. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he knocks through the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Grab down the middle. It's Manning. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw. The second down incompletion sets up 3rd and inches. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for them.
First down and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play from this offense through the air.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw, but I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And Kirk, it's Ole Miss on top. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
And the Gators looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this first and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
Fourth down completion to the running back. Fighting, but he won't get in. The defense stops him just short of the goal line. What a play. The powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. So it's first and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? Do they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here?
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll run it from the gun. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be fourth down. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. He boots it away from inside his own end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Gators offense retakes the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. First down. Looking to throw the ball. Looking for a deep completion. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allow...
Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint at the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Rebels.
Oh, my, what a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
We knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lofting it toward the left sideline. That falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Looking for some space. It's Shaw. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Gators look to keep this drive moving. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Well, that was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
The Gators have first and 10 here. They'll go with the ground game, and running back takes the handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. You'd be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Florida. This quarterback on fire today.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Point after, knocked right through. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Looks left and finds his target there. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
Trying to create here on the move. He's got a man down the middle. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. But you can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a highlight reel diving catch there. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. So second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. But they'll try to add
This
to the lead
nigga
now
for the
with
high.
Chris, this guy's listed as a tight end, but to me, he's really a wide receiver. Here's an example of how he can use his size and speed to overmatch this defense for a touchdown.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking to throw it on first down. And it's complete downfield. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he lofts it toward the sideline. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against a deep ball in man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. And the Gators will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw, and he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there on what will be the final play of the quarter. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, for many, this is the best conference in all of football. And the first half of this SEC championship was filled with excitement and incredible pageantry. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the much-anticipated conclusion of the SEC championship.
And the Rebels will kick it deep to begin the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Gators offense retakes the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down. Looking to throw the football. Catch made on the right side.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The completion makes it second and short. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. Can he make it to the marker? Good enough for the first down to the 37.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Gators pick up enough for a first down. The shotgun handoff here. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He'll try a pass here. Finds his man. It's strong. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, this is a great job by the offense here of spreading out the defense, creating those vertical seams. You can almost feel the quarterback once he got this defense spread out. He had his eyes on one guy, his receiver, the receiver that can fly.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle. Scrimmage not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's tackled after the catch.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers. And the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Makes a quick grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
The sack sets up a second down and very long. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
And he'll drop back here on third down. And a sophomore making an impact play.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
The Rebels will have to kick this away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Bringing it back, it's Shaw. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. And looking to throw now on first down. He's running out of time here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he gets out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line. But give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Second down after that run on the previous play. Catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
And Kirk, it's Ole Miss on top. We reach the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grab behind the line, it's Burns. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's caught downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. The Gators will crank up the tempo. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And someone moved just a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So a tough 3rd and long on the 10th play of the drive. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Hey, guys up front, lined up. It's 1st down. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. And the tailback's got it again. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And the pressure gets home. It's a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Running it back. It's Shaw. The returner lost the ball. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Touchdown, Rebels. This offense really clicking. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With a conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? 1st down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they heave it deep downfield. catch is made way down inside the 30. Tackled all the way down at the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you can see the versatility of what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
It's an out route. The catch made. He'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. The Gators come to the line in a hurry up. Looking to chuck it again. Pressure is coming. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, 4th quarter, he's going to step up.
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he stopped short. The try fails, and they don't cut it to a field goal margin. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. And now a 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here. And here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He pulls it in for a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, first down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff to the back. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here. Organize and preserve as much clock as possible. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. The back's got it on a counter. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner is brought down. The Gators offense retakes the field. And it comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
At this point in the game, obvious situation, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs get them as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Send the back in motion. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Touchdown, Florida, to take the lead in the final minute.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback with the game on the line. He finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he stops short. The defense makes a play, and now in the fourth quarter, it's still a one-point game. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll take a knee here, not wanting to spend time on a return. They'll start at the 25. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They've got some time to work with. Will they go for a touchdown here or play it more conservatively and set it for a field goal try? Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made on the left side. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, would have been a game-clinching interception. Couldn't hold on. Brings up 2nd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Receiver makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That is perfect execution there.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can.
He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. The offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock. Has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Can't get it away. The defense has got away. Huge stop at this stage of the game. The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining. They've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. 3rd down and a mile, looking to throw for it. The pocket breaking down. Trying to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there, and now it's a 4th down call. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.